Hi there, welcome to ITV. My name is Nikkitasha Marwaha, and on our show today we have a wonderful and very important guest from our community. Mr. Frank F. Islam is with us. He is one of the most successful businessmen and investors based in the DC metropolitan area, so we are very lucky to have him and catch up with him. He's currently the chairman and CEO of a company called FI Investment Group, and this group provides growth capital to emerging companies and manages branded and specialized funds. Previously, he was the owner, CEO, and chairman of a group called QSS Group, and it earned a revenue of $300 million, which placed him in the forefront among the entrepreneur world. And this placed him in such an important position that he earned so many awards and recognition. And just to name a few, in 1999, Ernst & Young awarded him the Maryland Entrepreneur of the Year Award, which is very, very great. And years later, he also earned the Small Business Person of the Year Award in DC. That's just to name a few of his many accolades. He's also a member of many committees and many councils, including the International Advisory Council of U.S. Institute of Peace. The Democratic National Committee has its National Advisory Board, and he's a member of that as well. And the Department of Commerce's Industry Trade Advisory Committee, he's part of that too. Now, not just a businessman, he's also a philanthropist. He's involved in many nonprofit organizations and has always time for these type of things. And if that wasn't cool enough, he's also a host of a very popular TV show on MHC Networks called Washington Current Review. But one of his latest accomplishments is that he is a co-author of a book called Renewing the American Dream, and that's what we're here to talk to him about. Mr. Frank F. Islam, it is so nice to be here with you.
Thank you very
it is an
much,
honor,
Nikkitasha.
and it's
I appreciate
so nice
that very much.
Well, let's get with this book. So tell us a little about this book.
Well, this is the book that I wrote with my two co-authors, and the cover tells the story of this book. Cover has the Statue of Liberty, which is a shining symbol of America's hope, opportunity, freedom, and liberty.
Yeah, it came out on July 4th of this year, in fact.
Which was the great day for
America.
Of course.
So let's start with this. Tell me about your personal experience of finding and living the American dream.
Well, Nikkitasha, I came here to this country when I was 15 years old. And I came to America with the premise that if you believe in America, if you aim high, if you work hard, you should be able to achieve your dream.
Absolutely.
And with the hard work initiative, I was able to build a business, as you said in my introduction, to $300 million. And then I sold it for several $100 million to Perot Systems Corporation in the year 2007. I created 2,000 jobs. And so I'm a living example of an American dream. And you know, starting a new business, I'm sure your audience will be interested to know, is venturing into new horizon, experimenting new environment. And in addition to that, it's getting out of your comfort zone with the optimism, ingenuity, and creativity. It is my deep desire to give back to our community and our country that I love so much. And I hope that other people can aspire from my story so that they can achieve the America's dream.
So based on your personal experiences, how would you define the American dream for your audience?
Well, everyone has their own definitions of the American dream. To me, the fundamental elements of the American dream is to get education, which is a very important, to get a job which pays a decent wages, adequate benefits, and provides the food on the table, and gives the roof on one's head, and most of all allows you to retire with honor and dignity. But it also allows you to push your envelope as much as you can so that you could be recognized and rewarded in accomplishing that task. So it's about being successful and having economic security.
Absolutely. Now, going back to this book, why did you write it?
It's a very good question. And I'll give you 3 reasons behind it. Disappointment, and I'll talk about that in a minute, concern, and a sense of responsibility. Disappointment. After the 9/11, we thought that the business leaders, the community leaders, and the politicians will come together because we live in very difficult, turbulent times in America. But we were disappointed and dismayed because of the lack of the leadership. And we decided to write this book because we felt that we all in this together. And the second point that I just mentioned it to you, we are concerned about America's conditions. The 2000 to 2009, which was the first decade of the new century, which is the 21st century, was the worst decade of decline. We lost millions and millions of jobs. We have the largest trade deficit in America. We have the largest foreclosures. People cannot pay their bills. So we were very concerned about that. And the third point that I made to you about a sense of responsibility. We believe as an American we have a sense of responsibility to make sure our voices are heard. But most of the Americans do not grasp the gravity of the current situation that we're in. They all think, that this will pass and America will get back to where it was before. We make the case in our book that America's decline is real and permanent. We must work together to reverse the decline. Remember, President Ronald Reagan once called America the shining city on the hill. That shining city on the hill has begun to slip into the shadow. We have become a divided nation. We have become a nation that is not listening, and they're not working together for the shared goal. We all of us have to work together to revitalize America. We need to build America, just not the business leaders or the community leaders or every citizen of the America have responsibility to work together for shared goal. And this book has a comprehensive integrated analysis where we are today, what the challenges that we face in America today, how do we create jobs, how do we unleash the potential of the small business and entrepreneurs who build America, and how to reignite the manufacturing sector, which used to be 50% of GDP, and how to rejuvenate middle class, which is a very important part of America's GDP and the growth in economy.
So getting into that, what roles do small business owners and entrepreneurs play in renewing the American dream? You've talked about that, so can you elaborate on it?
Good point. They play a pivotal role in America. 99% of the business in America are small businesses. They constitute 50% of the GDP.
Okay.
But they need a lot of help because I've been a small business. I understand the pain and agony of getting money as a line of credit from the bank. The bank has to step up and give loan to the small businesses. I know the president has just signed the bill, which is $20 billion for small business. That will ease the credit. Once again, we need to become hotbed for America. A small business has to be an engine that drives our economy. Most of the things that we see in America today, you know who built America? A small business and entrepreneurs. People like Henry Ford, Bill Gates, list goes on and on.
Very true. What do you want the readers to take away from this book?
Well, I want the readers to take away three things. Number one, it is our responsibility as a citizen of this great nation to solve our problems. Nobody else is going to come in and solve our problems. Number two, we want to work together in America for our shared ventures, but we need to be engaged, we need to be informed, and we need to be involved.
Yes.
So the purpose of writing for this book, which is my third point over here, is to lay the foundation, is to arm the citizens of this great nation for debate, for discussions, for dialogue and discourse.